Hello everyone, welcome back to KXAN Line. Thanks for joining us here on Weekend Watch with meteorologist Freddy Vela. Freddy, thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, excited. We're almost at Christmas time. I cannot wait. I know Santa's going to bring me some fun stuff. I did ask for a new bike, so fingers crossed, hopefully he brings me one.
Yeah, I can smell that Christmas spirit in the air, in the weather, in the temperatures. It feels so good. I know you have something for us today. Chat with us who you have here with us and what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, Weekend Watch, I always love to kind of highlight some of the cool things that not only we can do, but sometimes that we can have our families be involved in. And I think this is one that we have been waiting for, A Christmas Carol at Zach Theater. And here to tell us just a little bit more is Jill Holmes, part of the cast of A Christmas Carol. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited. You are one of the actresses that are in this show, a big cast, but
yes.
For those who don't know, I know because it's a Christmas tradition, but for those who don't know, tell us all about A Christmas Carol.
Well, the Zach production of Christmas Carol, it is the traditional story of Ebenezer Scrooge, who has a huge change of heart that benefits him and his family. It's always a joyful story to revisit at the holidays. But the Zach production is reimagined and updated to incorporate a lot of contemporary music and dance, and it's just such a joyful celebration. It's one of my favorite things that Zach produces, and it's a lot of fun for all ages, and it's become a lot of people's family holiday tradition.
So every year, because this is the 10th anniversary, this is a big one, every year it just changes a little and a little and a little. And you mentioned contemporary music, just trying to make it accessible for everyone. So what's new this year?
Well, always every year there are some new cast members. We have some, the Ghost of Christmas Past and the Ghost of Bob Marley. Both of those actors, Kenny Williams and Roderick Sanford, are fan favorites, and they have been a part of the production for every year for the last 10 years. So they're back. We're excited about that. We have some cast members who have been in it a few years, some who are new, like myself. Scrooge is new this year. And as always, there's always a few new musical numbers, some surprising things that regulars might recognize as new and fun and surprising. So yeah, there's a little something for everybody.
This year, the Tony nominees in this as well, which is great. Overall, I think this is one of those cool things. And you've been involved with Zach Theater for a while. You have such a great resume under your belt that I was able to see. What is it like being part of this show and bringing to life this character?
It's such a joy. I have been involved at Zach Theater for nearly 25 years, giving away my age there. And I have attended, my family has attended the Christmas show every year for the last several years, and it's one of our favorite things. So to be a part of it this year is just, it's so much fun, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And yes, you mentioned Tony-nominated actor. We have Peter Frechette, who plays Scrooge, and he's a phenomenal actor. He has a long history of film, TV, Broadway credits, and he has actually appeared in 2 other Zach productions. He gave masterful performances in a production called The Inheritance and also the Lehman Trilogy, and we're just so thrilled to have him back. He's also such a kind person to work with, and he gives such an authentic, heartfelt performance as Scrooge, and I think audiences are really responding well to that. Yeah.
So you play 2 different characters. Talk to us about your 2 characters and what it took for you to kind of envelop that role, or those 2 roles.
Well, I play Mrs. Gilchrist, who is one of the shop owners in town, and so I'm a little part of that storytelling. And then I also play the Ghost of Christmas Present, so I'm one of the ghosts that sort of helps Scrooge on his journey. And in some ways it was very easy to step into the role because I've seen the production for so many years, so I already had an idea sort of what the style and context and flavor was of the Zach production. It's also, in some ways a little intimidating because there have been so many great women who have played this role on the Zach stages, but I'm just having a great time.
That sounds fantastic. All right, so for those who don't know, tell us a bit more about when the show is going to be running, so that way, in case someone decides they want to go, they can find out the details, the dates, times, anything that you might want to give them.
Well, any information you can find at Zach zacktheater.org. But we are running through December 29th, and there are a lot of performance times to choose from. Many weeks we have 9 performances, Tuesday through Sunday. A lot of times we have 2 shows on Saturday, 2 shows Sunday, sometimes 2 shows Wednesday, 2 shows Friday after Thanksgiving. So there's a lot of matinee, evening shows to choose from. It is selling out. It's a favorite, so I would encourage you to get your tickets early. Also, get them right at the source, zacktheater.org. As you know, there's a lot of internet scams out there, and we don't want you to be a victim of any of that. So just get the tickets, zacktheater.org.
Of course. So there's all the details that you can get right there. It does run through December 29th. And if you guys have not had a chance to go watch this show, please go catch it. It's great for the whole family. A great message as well. Obviously it's a Christmas classic with that Zack Theater twist. Jill, thank you so much for being here and for talking to us about it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Esmeralda, it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can all go together and watch it.
Yes, this seems like a lot of fun. I hope that a lot of families out there jot down this information and get their tickets soon because, like she mentioned, it is selling out. Well, thank you, Freddie, and thank you, Jill, for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you here on Weekend Watch.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.